Hey y'all, happy Friday. All right, this, I hope you've stayed with me all week because this is key. So we've talked a lot about the mental battle. We've talked about the minds and fear playing itself and the enemy Goliath parading himself back and forth 40 days, twice a day in the minds, getting in the psyche of these soldiers, and they fled terrified. So I'm reading some from Rick Renner's Dressed to Kill. And I give him full credit, disclosure. I mean, this book is fantastic. But we've been given jurisdiction, right, over the enemy, over the devil. And I want to read what Rick writes, defining and explaining the name devil. All right. So this is from Dressed to Kill, Rick Renner's book. And the word devil is taken from the Greek word diabolos. It is a combination of two words, dia and balo. The word dia carries the idea of penetration, and the word balo, B-A-L-L-O, means to throw something, such as a ball or a rock. Literally, the word diabolos describes the repetitive action of hitting something again and again until finally the wall or membrane is so broken down that it can be completely and thoroughly penetrated. That will bring such revelation. You think about, as I'm reading this, think about the devil, think about how he functions, think about method of operation, think about what we've talked about, fear and mental capacity, and think about the Israelite soldiers that we've just read about. Thus, the name devil, or diabolos, is not only a proper name for this arch enemy of the faith, but it also denotes his mode of operation. The devil is one who strikes repeatedly, again and again and again, until he finally breaks down a person's mental resistance. Once that person's mental resistance has been breached, the enemy then strikes with all of his fury to penetrate and take captive that person's mind and emotion. Isn't that amazing? That coming again, striking in order to penetrate. And that's why we purposefully go back to Colossians 3:2, go back to Proverbs 4 verses 20 through 25. We have to set our eyes on things above, set our minds on things above, not on earthly things. Set and keep them set. And then in Proverbs he says to fix your eyes, fixed gaze, not looking to the right or to the left. And we have to renew our minds. You see, this is exactly what happened to the Israelites. And with the Nancy Joe Ministries meeting we did in the very first one, so it was January of 2019, the word that the Lord gave for that meeting was on David and Goliath. And we are told the problem in the very first verse in the account of David and Goliath. So let's go back to 1 Samuel 17. In the very first verse, so 1 Samuel 17:1. It says, "Now the Philistine gathered their armies for battle in territory that belonged to Judah." The enemy gathered in territory that did not belong to them. I think it's, that nothing is by coincidence. But it's interesting that the enemy, the Philistines, the one who would parade themselves twice a day before the Israelites, they gathered in territory that belonged to Judah. Now see, Jesus is the Lion from the tribe of Judah. And you and I belong to Jesus. Our homes, our cities, our school, our children, as God told Joshua in Joshua 1:3, every place upon which the sole of your foot shall tread, that I will give to you. Those places, we are territory that belongs to the Lion from the tribe of Judah. I belong to Jesus Christ. And he has given us power, authority, right, jurisdiction, physical and mental strength and ability over any power coming from the devil. And so I can say, as David did, this day, God will deliver me from you. The enemy can't gather. But I'm the only one. I have to say, you're not gathering here. You're not staying here. I am territory that does not belong to you. The Israelites, the men who fled in terror at the sight of Goliath, they didn't tell him, this is territory that doesn't belong to you. And we must tell the enemy, because of whose we are, I belong to Jesus Christ. And Satan, you have no jurisdiction in my life, in my home, in my business, in the lives of my children, the lives of my family, the lives of my city, the lives of our school. You have no jurisdiction here, because I don't belong to you. I belong to Jesus. Glory to God. That's good. It's a good note to end on for Friday. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for our live about 9 o'clock. Bye.